So Back by Popular Demand is the follow-up to the stolen baggage debacle that my wife and I had in April 2022, travelling back from South Africa from our wedding. Haven't been able to follow up on this. There was some form of a police investigation going on in the immediate aftermath of this. That was quite a while ago now, and I've simply not got round to doing a follow-up video, but wanted to take you through a little bit of the adventure I had going to retrieve the baggage when Aer Lingus were doing nothing about it. So here we go. So picking up where we left off, the bags had been stolen, or one of the three bags had been stolen. Aer Lingus were doing absolutely nothing about it. I then had a bit of a viral video on Twitter, which got picked up by a few news outlets, and we decided to take matters into our own hands and go and retrieve the bags. We knew exactly where they were. The airline didn't seem interested, even though we told them the exact address where it was at. So on the Friday evening, my wife and I decided, let's drive into London, go and locate this bag and get it back ourselves. So as you can see on the Find My app, we've got a location for it. We knew it was in Pimlico in London, and there was an address. So we jumped in the car. It would take about an hour to get in Friday evening, perhaps an hour and a half with a bit of traffic. And this is where it was. It was at a housing association, and we kind of saw, there's probably about 20 or so flats in here. And we kind of thought, let's get looking. Parked the car up and decided to start ringing some doorbells. Unfortunately, not much luck. There was someone that I'd woken up their baby by ringing the doorbell, and there was no answer on the other doors. So probably not off to the best start. I then decided, listen, let's just see what I can do. Let's use the app, and this was me walking around the back. Right, so here I am at the location where the AirTag is pinging from. Find My tells me I was 19 feet away from it. Doesn't seem to be in this bin, but I think it's in this building here. And then for the first time since we were on the plane in Frankfurt, I got a ping on the phone. On the Find My app, it had detected that I was in the general vicinity of this AirTag, and I started having a look around at the back of the buildings, and there was this kind of row of lockups of storage units behind. So I'm kind of going along there, and as you can see with these screenshots, I was getting closer and closer. Right, I've located it. It is in one of these lockups. I've found the bag, but it is locked in one of these two, number 18 or number 19. So Aer Lingus, my bag has been stolen. This is on you. Now, the following clip I originally put on Twitter immediately. I was a bit emotional about it. I was pissed off about the whole situation. I quickly deleted it just because I thought, holy crap, I need to call the police now, get them to help. And I just didn't want the person who stole it to kind of, start coming out, if they saw this video, if it was on Twitter, if they'd seen, the previous video that I'd put up. But here you go, this is me being annoyed at Aer Lingus. Aer Lingus, me again. Because of your incompetence, I've driven down to where I can track my bag to, and it's in this lockup over here. So someone's taken my bag that you lost, driven it to another road 3 streets away. It was there Monday until early yesterday morning. It's been driven to this lockup where it is. Sort this out. It's padlocked. I can't get in. But you've lost my bag, and I've had to come down to London to find where it is. Now sort this out. So now thinking that I've gone full line of duty on this and I've busted an organised criminal group, I went back to my wife, who was parked around the corner, and I thought, well, no, I don't have bolt cutters, nothing I can do. I don't want to start damaging property. Let's give the police a call. So I know it wasn't crime of the century. It was a Friday night in London, but I called 999. and kind of said, hey, could you kind of send people down? Marylebone Station, police station was sort of not too far away. And they were kind of like, oh, it's a stolen bag. And I kind of mentioned the fact that, hey, we've tracked this down ourselves. We're kind of right here. We know exactly what it is. They were then obviously concerned for our safety that we'd gone down to where the stolen bag was and said, hey, listen, stay where you are in your car, and we'll send the police officers. So they kindly came down about 20 minutes later, and I jumped in their police van, which was quite good fun, drove to where it was. And yeah, here's some of the pictures of how it was found. And as you can see, this wasn't just some opportunist. There was a whole bunch of stolen things in this lockup. But the police were fantastic. They were quite amazed about AirTags. One of them said that he's got some but hadn't used them yet. And he's probably one of the many, many people since this originally happened that have bought an AirTag. And yeah, here's the state of the bag and how we found it. And unfortunately, it was sort of completely destroyed, and there were some sentimental items from our wedding which were destroyed by whoever took it. So the police had a reference number. They took that down, and listen, I wasn't expecting them to kind of follow up. They had suggested I come in to make a statement, but I wasn't contacted further. But there you go, the long anticipated part 2 of the Avios Adventure AirTag saga. So I hope that answers a lot of questions, and yeah, let's hope that never happens again. Cheers.